is Mathieu Thomas. I'm a badminton player. I'm from France and I am 29 years old.
Thank you for joining me today on my sofa. And you just finished your game.
Yes.
How did it go?
Yes, good. The first game is more easy for me in European because Asian player is not here, so it's better for me.
Yeah.
So it's a nice game. First game is good.
Yeah, you won.
I won 2 games today, so it's good.
So before we get into the badminton and all of your future plans, I want to go back to when you started playing sports, because I've been told that you started with basketball, actually.
Yeah, I started playing basketball, my first sport, and I stopped this because when I was 17 years old, I have a tumor, a cancer tumor, and inside the tumor we have the nerve. And when they operating me, they need to curve the nerve. That's why I have the disability of my right legs. After that, I don't accept my handicap. I have 20 years old, and it's so difficult for me.
Yeah, because you're still young. And
yeah, I'm young, and for me, disability is not good.
It was a negative thing for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I stopped also basketball because I can play like before, because para basketball is in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
So because I don't accept my handicap, I don't want to put my ass in wheelchair. Yeah. And after that, I prefer to study. I stopped sport.
You completely start sports at that point.
So it's so difficult for me. I'm focused just for my study and for my job after that. I wake up one day and I say, okay, I work every day, but what can I do especially just for me? I have 30 years old, and at this time, I have a good job, good family, all is perfect.
Yeah.
But something...
You wanted more.
Yeah, I want more, but I want more just for me.
Yeah.
What can I do extraordinarily? Just me. What is my power? I'm looking for about that, and I see it's my disability. And what can I do with my disability? So I try cycling, swimming, a lot of sports. But I start to play badminton when I have 20 years old. When I start play badminton, I love this sport. I don't know why. So it's like when you meet someone and you're falling in love.
You just fell in love with the sport.
I'm falling in love with this sport.
From the first time?
Yes. For me, I remember when I play at school, it's just for fun or in the garden.
But not competitive.
Yeah, not competitive. And I see all people, and when I see girl, man, and when you see physical, you see, I can beat him. I'm more tall, I'm more strong. But he beat me easy because more technical.
Yeah, he practiced more.
He practiced more, and I say I love this sport because we need to be very smart.
So you tell me that at first you wanted to hide it, and that is why you didn't want to get into wheelchair basketball. But now you're really open about everything. You've got your social media that you're really active on. What made you change that?
Sport changed that. When I tried para badminton, I see another people with more disability like me, and I see, wow, they play with wheelchair, with rackets. It's amazing. So me, I can do something different, but I can also play. And I find fun, I find competitive, I find good spirit also. And I also accept my disability because now I play with para family. When I see some story of another athlete, it's very crazy. So I think I just have cancer. For me, it's that. So now I see another people around me, and I say, okay, now we have a big family, and sport helped me to accept my handicap.
Yeah, so your first thought when you got your disability was, okay, people with disabilities are in wheelchairs, and you didn't want to accept that. So would you say that now with your social media, you're trying to influence and show other people that not all disabilities are in a wheelchair? And
yeah, that, and also 80% of disability is invisible.
Yeah.
And when I talk also in company, because I'm a speaker also, I talk about disability. I think I see a lot of people have disability, but they don't want to talk. They don't accept that. It's like me. And I say, no, I don't know. Me, it's sport. Sport helped me to that, but find your way.
Yeah.
But please accept your handicap, and you will see the view of your future is very better.
Will turn around.
Yeah, you turn around.
I love that side about your social media, that you're really trying to influence other people and show other people. But there's also another big thing on your social media, and that is Mathieu 2024.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, I have a dream. I'm first in France in my category of handicap, and I finished first in doubles in European Championship also. And after, in 2016, they tell us that para badminton go for the first time in Tokyo 2020.
Okay.
So I see, okay, all the planets is in line.
Yeah.
And I think, okay, I go
That's our goal now.
Yeah, my goal is Tokyo 2020. But that is story or no, good story, but I can go to Tokyo 2020 because I lost my qualification for one place.
Okay.
I finished 7, and just the first 6 go to Tokyo. And
how did that feel? That must be a heartbreak.
Yeah, it's very hard because I worked 5 years
just for that goal.
And it's my dream.
Yeah.
And I see, okay, it's difficult to wake up after that, but finally I say, okay, Tokyo, it's just a step, but the big dream is in Paris.
Yeah.
Paris is
it's
at home.
Yeah.
All family is here, and I see, okay, now my goal is 2024 European Championship. This time is very important for qualification for Paris 24. This time is more easy for me because number 1 in my category, Dan Bettel, is here. But after Dan, it's 5 or 6 players from India or from Japan.
Okay.
So Asian player.
They're not here.
Yeah, it's not here. So it's a good opportunity.
Yeah, because that means that you can now get more points here towards the qualification.
Yeah, so that's why it's very important because all Asian player is not here. So yes.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm rooting for you, and I
Thank you
really
so much.
hope to see you next year in 2024.